Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. If you're looking for a place to win, maybe no other field in Northeast Ohio matches up to the pedigree that has been at Ron Mottl Field this season. Tri-C on the back of their best ever campaign as a unit. Now, it's time for the next generation to try their hand at beautiful Ron Mottl Field. It's Premier Ohio and the BHM Buckeyes up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hansen pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
From Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West, we say good morning and welcome to the 2025 Midwest Challenge, live here once again at Ron Mottl Field in Parma, Ohio. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Our opener today between two good teams, Premier Ohio Relic and the BHM Buckeyes. BHM also playing league play, unlike Premier Relic. The Buckeyes playing in the 18U OPL division, looking for redemption later on this year as they fell in the championship game last year to North Coast, 1-0 the final there. This is a good point for them to make a statement against a good Premier Relic side playing their first game of the season. They could have played last weekend, but given the sheer volume of Medina kids, there was just no realistic chance that they could have played at all. You would have had to replace half your roster with guest players. Would have been a tall task for them to do. Now Medina losing to Perrysburg in the regional final. Their season is over, and now they can go and play travel ball. A good influence of Brunswick as well on this squad with hints of Berea Mid-Park, and as well on top of that, you have a couple of players no longer playing baseball that I don't think are here today, but are pitching options later on in the tournament. You have two former Brunswick players who, like I said, did not play at that next level, but still can play for this team when needed. And on top of that, Premier, a good history of bringing in players for the occasion. If needed, they could make a couple of substitutes later on in the tournament to bring in some other talented players. But right now, a very good squad, once again, built by Medina and Brunswick. Then you go to the BHM Buckeyes, more east side pedigree. You have the likes of Riverside, AOA on there, Eastlake North, Geneva, a lot of schools out on that east side, especially AOA, which I believe is the home field this year of the BHM Buckeyes. A beautiful turf field over in Willoughby. New press box, new turf, new everything. I believe that was installed a few years ago now. Have had the great pleasure of playing on that field from time to time. So, very nice over there. But the focus back here at Ron Mottl Field, these two teams, Premier, the heavy favorites coming in. But in tournament ball, anything can happen. You never know who is going to have a good day. You don't know who is going to be a breakout star or who will step up to the big occasion. That's what we got to play the games. Chalk is great and all, but once you get into tournament ball, you're 4 or 5 pitchers in. That is really where your depth will speak volumes about your chances to win the tournament. The first pitcher of the day for Premier, it is going to be number 21, Cody Kaplinger, the rising now freshman at Heidelberg, committed to go play over there. Just finished up his senior year at Wadsworth, a very good school out, I believe, kind of southeast of Medina. A lot of pedigree on this Premier team once again. Just a good melting pot outside of the two main schools, and that really can help this squad. You look at those two rivals in Medina County, that could definitely still play in their favor if they have a bit of chemistry, which it looks like they do. That should be a good recipe for success. This group just kind of built because they all wanted to play at least one more summer. Obviously, the kids going to play at the next level, wanting to get that last bit of preparation before heading off to college. Otherwise, just a good way to bookend your baseball career by playing some good tournament ball. Whenever you have a chance to win a tournament every weekend, it's always a good thing. It gives you something new to look forward to. It gives your mind a chance to reset every week. It's not league play. If you lose one game, it's not the end of the world. Here, every weekend is a new season, a new chance to impress, and that is what these guys are looking to do here today. For BHM in the top of the first inning, it is Reinberger, Kranz, and Keogh set to swing. But once again, the BHM Buckeyes, heavy underdogs in this contest, looking for a big upset win of Premier Relic today. Relic one more game after this as they will take on the RBI Guards. A lot of talent in this 18U pool play. Only 6 will make it to the final round, which includes 2 wild cards, 2 semifinals, and the championship game. Those contests taking place at Kent State over on Sunday. We will be there for all 6 of those contests, or excuse me, all 5 of those contests, assuming Mother Nature holds off and we can actually get those games in, unlike last week, which we got 2 games in, and then the weather just too much to overcome. Reinberger swings and misses, and we are underway at 10:46. Good first offering on the mound by Kaplinger. 0-1 count. The pitch. Ground ball hit to the left side of the infield, scooped up at short, but it will die, and Reinberger is in. It'll be a leadoff E6 for BHM, but the leadoff man is aboard nonetheless. In a game like this, the method doesn't matter. It just matters that somebody is on the base path. Leadoff man is on, and that will bring in Malachi Kranz, the left fielder. Exactly the start they wanted. Maybe a base hit would have been better for the overall confidence of the squad, but either way, you force an error early. That could come back to bite Premier later on in this inning. We saw it yesterday with Premier's 23U squad. 2 early walks ended up being catastrophic in the long run as the game got out of hand in around the 4th inning. But they were still down early. They were able to battle back and take a lead, losing 13-4 in the end after an explosive 5-run inning by the Wayne Baseball Club. 1-0 counts on Kranz. The pitch. Fouled into the backstop, 1-1. Looking at this Premier defense, Kaplinger on the mound, Litherland behind the dish, Landon Briggs at first, Doel at second, Trush at short, Smeagol at third, and from left to right in the outfield, Hubble, Watala, and Lincoln Briggs. The Briggs brothers played with this Premier squad for a number of years, bouncing between a couple of different teams within the organization, but they have stayed true to playing with each other. Blocked by Litherland, kept in front, throw down to 2, will sail into right field, and that will give third base to Reinberger. 2 errors compound, and the opening run now 90 feet away. Tough break there for the Premier defense. The ball just had a little bit too much break going into right center. Reinberger reached on an error, takes third on one, and now Kranz, 2-1 count. All he really needs to do is just put the ball in play to the right side, potentially sneaking it through. Even if not, that still might be enough to get the opening run across. But a tough start for Premier defensively. 2-1 count. The pitch. Ground ball chopped too short. They might try and cut off the run at home. Instead, they take the for sure out at 1, and they will get it. But the opening run of the game will score. It is the BHM Buckeyes pushing across a run early. Exactly what they needed from this inning. Something to get the ball rolling. And to their credit, they got it with that run. 2 errors put him into a good spot at third. And the rest is done on that ground out. As well, good redemption at short by Trush as he was able to cleanly glove that one. The lefty Pat Keogh now steps in. Tipped into the glove of Litherland, 0-1 the count. Pat Keogh will be a senior this upcoming year at Eastlake North. Or excuse me, I believe he just finished up his senior year there. But once again, a lot of east side flair on this squad. Count 1-1, the pitch. Runs inside for ball 2. Establishing the zone early on is what the pitchers need to do in this game, especially given a short leash in tournament play. You have to establish yourself on the mound early on, or it will be a short-lived day. And in talking to Coach Relic before the game, we should see a total of 4 arms today for Premier. Pretty much all of them staying at 50 or below in the pitch count. That way they could come back on Sunday and get some meaningful innings in a championship run. The 3-1. A good response by Kaplinger. Now full count, 3-2. But 1-0 the score early on. The BHM Buckeyes able to force across that run. The payoff. Ground ball. A tough way to make at second, and it will get through. It'll be a 1-out single for Pat Keogh. And that will be the first official hit of the game for the BHM Buckeyes. Just a good bit of hitting, sneaking it through at second. Double play ball now potentially in effect for Premier's defense as Logan Rustick steps in. Rustick a chance to help out his cause early on here as he will be the starter on the mound for the BHM Buckeyes in the bottom of the first. Kaplinger going to take his time checking on the runner. The pitch. Down low, and it will skip past Litherland. That will give second base to Keogh. He will take the turn at 2, and he will stay put. Run number 2 now in scoring position for the BHM Buckeyes. Exactly what they wanted to do there as well, taking advantage of the pass ball, reading that down angle. We talk about it so much here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. One of the most important parts of the game, being able to take free bags when you have that opportunity. 1-0 count. The pitch. Fouled away, 1-1. In the bottom of the first inning, it is Mottl, Hubble, and Lincoln Briggs set to hit for Premier. 1-1 count, 1-0 the score. Kaplinger sets and deals. Ground ball hit between short and third, picked up at third. And everybody's safe. Tough play to make up the gut, and that will put runners at the corners. That'll bring us to our first replay of the game to watch that one back. Just kind of a confusing sequence, a kind of simple ground ball, and the Premier defense just couldn't make anything happen. Just kind of an awkward spot. You obviously want to try and get that lead runner, but no force at third. Put him at the corners now, still 1 down, and that'll bring up Hunkley. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Hunkley, the 5-hitter, will be the AH today for the BHM Buckeyes. With runners at the corners, a base hit potentially scores run number 2. But still, a double play ball could be on the cards for the Premier defense. Something to get them out of this inning. 2-strike count on Hunkley. In the on-deck circle, Jake Huffman. The pitch. Weak chopper. And it will stay in fair territory, just kind of dying off to the pitcher's right. Throw home, or so throw to one is in time, and that will retire the side. Good recovery on the mound by Kaplinger, able to get that ball over. Just a tight one that looked like it could have potentially gone foul, but once it declared, a good move, and that will end a longer than expected top of the first inning. Premier's defense, a couple of defensive miscues, put BHM on the board 1-0. The offense of Premier looking to get rolling when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field, bottom of the first inning in game one of our doubleheader. The BHM Buckeyes able to scratch across a run in the top of the first inning. 1-0 your score. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Later on today, we will have game two as Premier Relic takes on the RBI Guardians. That game set to get underway at 1 p.m. Nick Mottl, the center fielder, stepping in to get us underway offensively for Premier in the bottom of the first. Two good takes to begin his at-bat. Mottl, a great senior year at Brunswick, batted .343 with 24 hits, 16 RBI by the starting pitcher for BHM, Logan Rustick. We saw Rustick last inning as he was able to put a ball in play that I believe just kind of caused some chaos in the infield, ended up resulting in an out. Mottl looking for a good start offensively to his tournament. The pitch pops up. It'll go to that right side, kind of in no man's land in between the baseline and the dugout. The play is made for out number one. Keogh able to get over there and track it down. The sun hasn't been too prevalent since first pitch. It has pretty much stayed for maybe 5-10 minutes, then gone away for another 15 so far today. That has been the trend on hand. But if it does come back out and stay, that kind of play can become a lot tougher, especially over at first in an awkward spot. You have the dugout right there. You have a lot of expectation to make that play. We've seen a lot of guys struggle on this field, both at the high school and collegiate level, making that exact grab. But that's exactly what BHM needed defensively to get us underway. It's going to be another pop-up, this time to the left side. It's reflected for out number two. Rustick just doing a great job jamming the Premier offense. Two swings that could have been powerful, just hitting the ball in an awkward spot, skying it on the infield. Lincoln Briggs, the right fielder, now steps in. Briggs, starting in the fall, will go to Ashland, where he will play baseball. A weak chopper down the left field side, and it will go foul in the end for strike one. A great job defensively by the BHM Buckeyes, just kind of standing around the ball, making sure it goes foul Obviously, if it didn't look like it was going to declare, you have to make a play on the ball and try and get something out of it. It would have been a lost cause at that point, but in the end, their gamble pays off. 0-1 count on Briggs. Briggs looking to get the offense rolling for Premier. Ground ball hit towards short, scoops up. A good snag by Reinberger, and the throw to one is in time to retire the side. Premier's offense goes in order to begin their offensive outing. End of one at Ron Mottl Field. It is the BHM Buckeyes up 1-0 on Premier.
At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The BHM offense looking to continue their roll as we begin the top of the second inning. 1-0 your score through one frame of the 965 Midwest Challenge pool play for the 18U division. Once again, the top 6 teams after this weekend's pool play will play on Sunday at Kent State with a wild card through finals format. Bottom 4 of those 6, so 3 through 6 will have to go and play in the wild card, and the other 2 will get an automatic bid into the next round. Leadoff pop out for Huffman. Awkward spot hit over towards second base. Good ranging play by Doel as he is able to track it down for out number 1. Now Brady Cole, the second baseman, will step in. Cole just finished up his sophomore year at St. John's. First pitch just a bit inside, and it will hit him. With 1 down, it will be the first free pass of the game surrendered by either club. Tough one there for Kaplinger on the mound. Read it inside too far, and that is the gamble that you take when you want to throw the ball on the inside of the plate. A dangerous pitch, yes, as it can jam up a batter, but at the same time, too much carry, and that's the result. First pitch in there for strike 1. Dominic Reddick, the center fielder, stepping in. After Reddick, it goes to Fort, then Michalski. The 0-1. Ground ball hit too short. This could be 2. They get the lead runner. No, they don't. He just came off the bag in the end. And that'll keep everybody on. Still 1 down. We will watch that one back. It looked like he tried to reestablish in the end. Just kind of an awkward footing situation over at 2. The throw was there. The footing, not quite. And you kind of see just that slight stumble off the bag ended up being Premier's undoing defensively. Now the 9-hitter Fort steps in. A chance to do some damage. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Premier desperately looking for a solution. A couple of miscues defensively have been killer. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. A good elevated fastball by Kaplinger. We've seen him go deep into his bag of pitches so far today. Wouldn't be surprised to see that variance continue. Maybe a little bit less as this game is still in the earlier stages. Chopped foul now, 1-2. Couple of foul balls early on. A couple of awkward pop-ups as well on the infield. And I think that's exactly where the BHM Buckeyes defense wants to live once they get back out there, forcing those pop-ups and working from there. The less barrelable balls possible, or the balls they really can't barrel up, the better. If you give Premier a chance to get back into this game offensively, albeit it's still 1-0, they're going to find a way to play 4 or 5 runs in 1 inning. The 1-2. In there for strike 3, looking on the inside corner. Beautiful delivery by Kaplinger for out number 2. This time able to find that inside corner that he tried finding against Cole. The break happens at the right point, and you'll see it on your screen. Perfectly nestled into that bottom corner. Right on in, and the stick from Litherland behind the dish helps as well. That time losing a bit of control, runs it inside for ball 1 to Michalski, the catcher. After Michalski, it's back to the top of the order for the BHM Buckeyes. The 1-0. Ground ball hit towards second, scooped up in the hole, and the play is made at 2 to retire the side. Doel's diving effort keeps a run off the board for the Buckeyes. Otherwise, that could have been very dangerous overall, as I'm sure if that play wasn't made, you could potentially send the runner there. Either way, the inning over, and we won't know the answer. Just a great job by Doel, getting down low in the hole and able to just shovel it on over. No damage done by the Buckeyes in the top of the second, middle of 2 in Parma. Still 1-0 your score on SmeeSports. At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Premier's offense looking to get rolling in the bottom of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 set to swing. Ada Litherland steps in to get us underway. Litherland just completed his senior year at Berea Mid Park, committed to go play baseball at Rio Grande in the fall. First pitch will skip on by for ball 1. Litherland, a late comer to the party at Mid Park, played his first 2 years at Holy Name before transferring in October of 2023. The 1-0. Fouled away right side and out of play. After Litherland, it is Smeagol, then Roscher. But looking back to last inning, a lot of pop-ups. I expect to see a very similar pitch script from Rustic. We've already seen one foul ball this at-bat from Litherland as well. Awkwardly hit off the bat down the first base line, bobbled, but the reestablishment is in time for out number 1. Good job down the line by Keogh, able to get it on that second hop. Definitely an awkward one, clipping off the edge of his mitts, but given the distance between Litherland and the bag, he had plenty of time to simplify it, just get back to the bag, no more questions asked. Now Braden Smeagol, the third baseman, steps in. Smeagol just completed his senior year at Medina, earned All-Gazette honorable mention in football this past fall. Had 95 tackles, which was 4th in Medina County. Very impressive work from him on the gridiron. The 0-1 runs inside, evening up the count. But for Premier, not the start they had envisioned. If the BHM Buckeyes can continue to really silence this offense, we could see a tough, low-scoring battle. Premier probably still has enough in their back pocket to get at least 1 or 2 runs across. But if this game script continues, this could be a very interesting finish down the stretch. 2-1 in there for strike 2. And credit to Rustic, had an uphill battle coming into this game, and as well, you save your ace and Poza for another game as of right now. That is big for the Buckeyes as they still have a long tournament ahead. Swing and a miss, and there's out number 2. Rustic continuing to cruise on the mound. That is his first punch out of the day. Strikeout number 2 combined as well. A lot of contact, a lot of elongated at-bats. But otherwise, it has been a contact battle. Rocha, the DH, now steps in. 2 up, 2 down once again in the second inning for Premier. After Rocha, it goes to Doel. But Rocha, 15 hits, 14 RBIs while batting .224 this past year at Brunswick. 2 doubles and 4 stolen bags added on as well. Hard hit ball down the left field line, and it is fair. First hit and base runner of the game for Premier. Beautiful bit of hitting by Rocha. Chops it down that line. A good amount of power behind that swing. Able to sneak it past the third baseman, Huffman. And we will watch back that swing here. Just a good bit of hitting, and you can kind of see off to the left on your screen, just gets by. Doel looking to extend the inning and move the runner along. The pitch, down low for ball 1. We've already seen 2 pass balls this inning with nobody on. One with a runner on most likely puts a runner in scoring position for Premier. The BHM Buckeyes facing a base runner for the first time today. Throwback to 1, not in time. Still a good idea and move by Rustic on the mound. With Premier on the base path, that's a big step in the right direction for getting the confidence and the groove back. You have to, if you can, get that out on the bases or in another loud fashion. And as well, you have to control these at-bats. Putting any extra runners on is only going to result in more ways that Premier can really get momentum back. And that is their goal right now. Maybe not scoring the run here or only scoring 1. But getting momentum back has to be at the top of their list. It's a good crack down the left side, and it is foul. Good outstretched effort and left by Kranz. Kind of gave it his all there. And if it's in foul territory, you make that dive. You can't blame them. If it's in fair territory, that's where you have to let it fall right in front of you. As much as that is a tough decision to make, you'd rather give up the base than an extra couple on a dive that gets by. Don't know exactly how good the outfield grass is today. I would assume it's somewhat drier than usual as we haven't had rain in the past couple of days. But when it's wet out there, the ball just kind of dies. When it's harder, it will roll more. But once again, with a split field of a turf infield and a grass outfield, that dynamic definitely changes once you go from the infield turf to the outfield grass. 2-1 count on Doel. The pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. In the on-deck circle, it is Landon Briggs, the first baseman. Puts you on for Briggs. All it takes is one deep ball into the outfield, and Premier will take the lead. Still, the focus remains going station to station. The 3-1. Inside for ball 4, and that will put 2 on with 2 down. And now Landon Briggs will step in. I would assume both pitchers have a limit of 3 to 4 innings today, unless this will be Rustic's only appearance of the tournament in which he could stay in. Now, if the bases are loaded, we could see a mound visit, and I really would anticipate one, just given how this game has gone. Otherwise, it was 5 up, 5 down. Now a single and a walk later, Premier has their first runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Good low pitch by Rustic, getting the chase. That's exactly what he wanted to do there. Just get something past Briggs, throw him off, get something going for the defense, and get out of this inning with no damage done by Premier. The time it misses upstairs for ball 1. Rustic still a good outing for him. 1 strikeout in an inning and 2/3. 1-1 count, 2 down. The pitch. Upstairs for ball 2. Similar miss to the pitch prior. After Briggs, it would go to the 9-hitter and Trush. The 2-1. Similar spot this time, more out for ball 3. One more, and Gavin Trush will have the bases loaded. And that would be a good spot for Premier to be in. Obviously with the bases loaded, but even if they're not able to get a whole host of runs, it shows that their offense can get warm in this game after the offensive struggles of the first. The 3-1 in there pops up, and it will be a tough play to make right in front. And there it is. The play is made behind the dish by Michalski, and the side is retired. 2 runners on late in the frame. No damage comes from Premier's offense. It's a good catch behind the dish by Michalski. A necessary catch to make given the game script. Premier through 2, trailing to the BHM Buckeyes 1-0 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Good mid-morning baseball game on hand here at Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. 1-0 your score. The BHM Buckeyes on top of Premier as we enter the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the order as well for the Buckeyes, set to swing with Reinberger, Krantz, and Keogh. It was the top of the order that did the damage early on in this game, and E6 saw Reinberger reach a ground out, moved him along, and then so on and so forth. Keogh able to get a hit. Rustic was able to move people along as well, which I believe Rustic's hit was able to score a run. But outside of that, Premier has been knocking on the door to tie the game up, just unable to find it. And sometimes you'll have those close innings where you think you're going to finally get that breakthrough, and it just doesn't come to pass in the end. But Premier's offense has shown that they can take back this game at a moment's notice. And depending on how far this game goes with a 1-0 scoreline, they might have to show that offense late in this game, potentially even in the 7th. Good response on the mound by Kaplinger, able to finally get one in. But Ryan Berger just completed his time over at Perry, not to be confused with the Perry not to be confused with the Perry Pirates, the Perry Pirates, not to be confused with the Massillon Perry Panthers. Very confusing all the way around. Both schools like to be called Perry. The one has that Massillon tag in front, which is the only way that they are really separated. Ground ball hit down the first base side, and it is snagged at 1 for out number 1. Landon Briggs able to make a simple snag and tap. A lot of ground balls just kind of going down that right side. Some closer to the bags than others. But a lot of routine plays in this game. A lot of routine ground balls. No real deep fly ball. No real insane plays yet. Just kind of your typical game. Chops foul 0-1. And that could change at a moment's notice. All it takes is one swing, and this game could change. One strike, the pitch. Down low. The zone a little bit stricter in this frame. But 2 innings in so far. A lot of good baseball, a lot of very close calls in these frames, and that's what you expect from these two teams. As I said in the beginning, this is tournament baseball, regardless of if this is your first tournament, your second, maybe even your third. It's still a quote-unquote new season. A good pop into right center field. Underneath it for Premier is Lincoln Briggs, and he has it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to begin the third for the BHM Buckeyes. Pat Keogh will step back in. He had the first base knock of the day for the Buckeyes back in the first. As for Premier in the bottom of the inning, it is Trush, Wotala, and Hubble, the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. Premier came close in the bottom of the second inning to taking either a tie into the third or a lead with a stranded 2 runners at first and second after a single from Rosher and a walk from Doel. The 1-0. But as for Kaplinger, still trying to establish that zone. I wouldn't anticipate him going too far into this contest as expected. We were told maybe around 50 pitches. Most likely he will come out again for that 4th inning and maybe nothing past that. It also depends on how the game is going. If Premier is able to pile on a bunch of runs to get close to a potential run rule, then maybe you just use that one arm and you save your other 3. And that'll go down as ball 4. With 2 down, BHM will have some life on the base path. Keogh reaching for the second time today. And that is only our second combined walk today. The first one was surrendered by BHM to Doel last inning. Now Rustick steps in as he had that awkward hit back in the first that was able to bring in a run. First pitch off the plate, Litherland throwing back to 1, not in time. Kind of looked like Keogh thought that the ball was going to escape Litherland, but given how he has played at the high school level, no surprise he was able to keep that one close. Still, a couple have gone past the former mid-part catcher. The 1-0. Off the plate for ball 2. Once again, at 1 p.m., we have Game 2 of our doubleheader. It is the RBI Guardians taking on Premier. Premier, that will be, I believe, their final game of today, as they have the doubleheader, then get to go home. The BHM Buckeyes, I believe, have a pair of games tomorrow at John Carroll maybe one more later on today. Keep in mind, pool play extends into Saturday. Today, tomorrow, Saturday, then Sunday, it is the championship rounds. The 3-0. Ball 4, second consecutive walk surrendered, and that will put 2 on, still 2 down for Hunkley. And it looks like we will have a courtesy runner. We will see who they bring on to run. And I believe that is going to be Tommy Keogh wearing number 34. And based on it being for the pitcher, I assume this will be a simple courtesy. Doesn't mean Rustic won't re-enter at the bottom of the third. Just a simple runner for the time being. And this could be a good chance for the Buckeyes to further establish their lead. You want your speed on the base path here. This might be your best chance to solidify the advantage before Premier's offense gets rolling. First pitch in there for strike 1. Gaplinger still looking to settle on into the frame. Had that solid start, the ground out, and then the fly out. But after those 2 walks, still just trying to recover. And so far in this at-bat has done a good job of doing that. 0-2 the count on the AH. This will be a big out number 3 for Premier. And they get it, looking to retire the side. Cody Kaplinger, a big punch-out, silences the BHM offense. Second strikeout looking of the game by Kaplinger. Strikeout number 2 overall. And just like Premier in the bottom of the second inning, 2 on with 2 down. No damage done. Middle of 3 at Ron Mottl Field. It's the BHM Buckeyes hanging on, up 1-0 on Premier.
At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
Premier's offense looking for their breakthrough as we enter the bottom of the third inning. BHM still up 1-0 on Premier. Ohio Relic, game 1 of 2 today on the channel, as once again at 1 o'clock we will have Premier Relic take on the RBI Guards. And that is a powerful start to the bottom of the third. It is down the line into the right field corner. Trush will head to second, has a chance for more, but he will hold up. It is a lead-off standing double for Gavin Trush. Premier's tying run now stands in scoring position. Exactly the start they needed, a big swing. First real big hit of the game for either side. And as you see, that beautiful carry into that right field corner, exactly what the doctor ordered. And now with the top of the order back up, a chance to do some damage. Mottl 0 for 1 on the day with a pop-out. First pitch missing inside for ball 1. And now you can start to hear that Premier dugout get a little bit more lively. With them in the game, that might be enough to tie it up, if not more. Ground ball, chopped foul over towards their dugout. And you kind of can see them off of the side enjoying the foul ball going their way. Whenever the full team, not just the guys on the field, are engaged in the contest, that is when a team is at their best. No matter if that's from the start or once the offense starts to really get going. Popped up, foul out of play. 1-2 now on Mottl. After Mottl, it goes to Hubble, then Briggs. Anything in play would help move the runner up to third. 1-2 count, the pitch. And it will be tipped into the glove of the catcher for out number 1. Excellent job behind the dish by Michalski to hang on. That'll be strikeout number 2 recorded by Rustic this afternoon. Coming at a big time, you have that big leadoff double down the right field line. You need something to respond with, something to give the defense reason to be energized again, and there it is. As a pitcher, a lot of your job is to keep the defense engaged, keep them ready to go, and a lot of the times that comes from getting strikeouts, big pitches, big oohs and ahs from breaking balls, things like that. Hubble 0 for 1 as well. He popped out to third in his lone plate appearance. That pitch upstairs for ball 2. Still plenty of time for Premier, even if they don't find their breakthrough this inning. But based on that double, this is going to be one of their best chances of the day to find it. Time called at the plate. 2-0 count still. Not overly surprised to have not seen a bunt attempted. Usually in these summer tournaments, unless it's really late in the game, it's usually swing away unless you're told to bunt. And now with a 3-0 count, if you can draw the walk, put 2 on, maybe then you try it. You put 2 in scoring position, and then the pressure would be on the Ashland commit, Lincoln Briggs. So a 3-0 count, Briggs awaiting potentially 2 on. And he will get it. 4-pitch walk, still 1 down, and Briggs has a chance for redemption after grounding out. And I think we're going to see the infield set up in a natural way. No real big change is going to happen here. Obviously, you want the double play, but at the same time, their focus might be on getting the lead runner, put an extra out on the board, keep the scenario the same. That could really work in their favor. It just depends on where this ball is put. Down the line, to the left, and it is through. That is going to be Premier's breakthrough as they are going to tie this one up. It's an RBI single for Lincoln Briggs, and the honors are even. The first hit of the inning was down the right field line. The one that ties it up down the left. And that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position as well. Beautiful bit of hitting by Lincoln Briggs, able to beat out the third baseman again. Now Aiden Litherland steps in, a chance for him to do some damage. Aiden 0 for 1 with a ground out to first. First pitch sailing upstairs for ball 1. But you can just feel the momentum shift. The BHM Buckeyes did a good job to get that run on the board early, keep momentum going forward, but now Premier's offense coming alive at the right time. And Litherland, a good pop, but foul. Plenty of power behind that cut, 1-1. And if he can straighten out a line drive like that into one of the gaps, not only extra bases for him, but extra bases for everybody else. 1-1 count. Rustic looking for a response. Misses upstairs for ball 2. A lot of pitches missing high so far today. But all it takes is a single into the outfield, most likely to give Premier their first lead. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Skied, and this one is going to stay in the infield over at short. The play is made for out number 2. That is a big out number 2 for the BHM defense. The go-ahead run still on the base path as Smeagol steps in. But either way, Premier able to tie the game up at 1. They wanted something from this inning after a good start to the last, and they got it. Smeagol following that one down the left field line, 0-1 the count. Due up for BHM in the new inning, it is Huffman, Cole, and Reddick. That is the 6, 7, and 8 slots. 0-1 count. The pitch. Down low for ball 1. It'll be interesting to see Premier's approach as to their pitching later on in this game. Once again, we expect to see a second arm later on. And I believe we do have somebody at least standing on in the bullpen. Good block behind the dish by Michalski to keep it close, but ball 2 nonetheless. But a 2-1 count. Smeagol looking to straighten one out. Looking at the defense, a hard hit ball up the middle can definitely get through. But right now, 3-1. Patience is the name of the game. If the bases would load, it would go to Rosher, who had the first hit of the game for Premier. The 3-1. Ground ball hit, chopped towards second. Scooped up, the throw to 1 is in time, and the side is retired. An awkward hit off the bat once again. A slow chopper, but a good play made at second base. Prevents any more damage by Premier. But still, 1 run will score in the 3rd inning. That ties us up at 1. 1-1 the score. Top 4 when we return. This is the 965 Midwest Challenge on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Premier's offense able to find the tying run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now the defense looks to hold the BHM offense at bay, bringing up a chance for them to take the lead in the bottom of the inning. But right now the focus is getting 3 outs to bring the offense back up. After a tough start offensively, which the top of the order went in order, they needed 2 big innings, 2 runners on that were stranded in the second. This time out, they still stranded 2. But they do bring home 1. The Buckeyes, nothing going since the 1st inning. They were able to force across a run, a couple of Premier errors, able to put that runner in scoring position, and then eventually at home. 2-1 count on Huffman. It is the 6, 7, and 8 hitters this frame, starting with Jake, followed by Cole and Reddick. Still a hitter's count, 2-1, the pitch. Sailing to the backstop for ball 3. I believe he tried a breaking ball or potentially a changeup to hit that top left corner. Did not break in nearly enough time, and it will scamper back. But a 3-1 count, looking for something that can clip the corner or get a chase. That'll do as it hits the corner for strike 2. Good heat by Kaplinger on the mound. He has been really good with finding those outside spots today. Up and down has been the biggest challenge for him. Payoff pitch, weak chopper, left side, scooped up at 3rd. The throw across is in time for out number 1. A good charging effort by Smeagol over at 3rd. Not an easy ball to read by any means. You have to really take a good look at it before seeing where it is going to go. Especially with the turf, it can ramp up off of that first chop. This time it kind of stays down low. Smeagol does a good job making that arcing run to the ball, getting it, making that solid textbook throw across, exactly what Premier's defense needed to begin the inning. It was a 3-1 count. Kaplinger able to get strike 2 to make it a competitive at-bat, and his defense was able to do the rest. He has been a contact pitcher so far today, and on a couple of occasions, this might be another one, his defense has picked him up. This time it will fall in, splitting second, center, and right for a 1-out single. Good bit of hitting by Brady Cole, able to sneak it in there. Now Reddick steps in. Getting a double play ball would be huge for Premier, especially if they can execute it. Getting that momentum heading into the next game would be massive. Or excuse me, the next inning. And the next game as well, for that matter. Getting a win here can really set the tempo for not only the rest of today, but the rest of this tournament. Based off of the Kent State invite last week, if you go 3-1, odds are you are going to find yourselves in the final 6. If you're 2-2 or lower, most likely you will be in one of the lower brackets. So 3-1, that magic spot to be heading into Sunday. And it was tough in the Kent State invite. You had 6 teams with that record, all the way down from 1 to 6. Nothing really separated them outside of run differential. The 1-1, swing and a miss, now 1-2. Kaplinger looking for strikeout number 3 on the day. And taking a quick look off to our left, we do see some action in the bullpen. The 1-2, swing and a miss. That's a big out, number 2. Strikeout number 3 on the day, recorded by Kaplinger. First via the swing. The other two looking, usually not what we see at this level. We see a lot of aggression, a lot of good swings and misses. But today it has been Kaplinger's ability to dot up the corners when push comes to shove at the end of these at-bats that has won the day for him. 2 down for Fort. First pitch down low for ball 1. And a lot of first pitch balls today, but he has done a good job to battle back into these deep counts. But as expected, this will probably be his final inning of work in this contest. And his hope is to get out of this inning. If the bases do load, I think we see the change, but right now, if this were to be a walk, all it would most likely be is just a simple mound visit. The 2-0. And there for strike 1. Premier's offense looking destined to get rolling again in the bottom of the inning. The defense looking to hold off BHM for the time being. The 2-1. Inside for ball 3. And once again, that would bring up Michalski, the catcher, to conclude the second go-around for BHM. The 3-1. Upstairs for ball 4, and that will put 2 on with 2 down. It appears Relic, that was who was warming up. He is back into the dugout. And it looks like this will most likely be potentially the final batter that Kaplinger will face. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that be the case. You bring somebody else in, especially if the bases do load. Still a delicate game. One mistake, and you are back to where you were in the bottom of the 3rd, down by 1. But Michalski, 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to second base, back in the 2nd. The pitch. A weak chopper to the right side, scooped up in the line. And a slight hezzy brings him back down the line. Kaplinger steps on the bag to retire the side. We will watch that one back. It looked like he was trying to apply the tag. He just didn't want to get tagged and made him go all the way down the line. Really can't blame him trying to get Cubs creative on the base path for those who remember that play a couple of years ago. You can see it here, just kind of steps back, and Kaplinger takes the easiest path. No resistance, down to 1. No damage done. Middle of 4 in Parma. 1-1 your score on SmeeSports. At Seidel's Barbershop,
Our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
This broadcast of the 2025 Midwest Challenge in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge is presented by Ledgewood Barbershop, with a player of the game sponsor being CrossFit Strongsville. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Mottl Field. 1-1 your score. Premier knocked on the door last frame to take a potential lead, but that go-ahead run fell short at second base. This time around, it is Rosher, Doel, and Briggs looking to bring Premier to an advantage for the first time today. Once again, came close last inning. That has been the calling card of this team today. Close, but not close enough. They came close in the second inning to tying things up. They were able to do that an inning later, where then they came close to taking the lead, which they fell short of. If it continues to go in that pattern, then we are going to see Premier take the lead this frame. A good towering foul ball hit by Rosher. Plenty of power behind it. We've seen that power from Premier today. We've seen them able to straighten it out. The question is, when they need to, will they be able to? 1-2 count on Rosher. After Rosher, once again, Doel and Briggs. 1-2 count. The pitch. Down low for ball two. In around an hour and 15 minutes, we will have game two of our doubleheader. It is Premier Relic taking on the RBI Guardians. The 2-2. Down low for ball three, and we are full. Getting the leadoff man aboard is a big priority of Premier. Get that early inning momentum. And they will. Ball four just going to miss out of the zone, and Rosher will draw the walk. Still a good amount of pressure on Rosher for the bases at least, as he will then go on to potentially be the go-ahead run. He has to be smart out there, has to be heads up, and if there is a pass ball, he has to read that down angle perfectly. So he is the leadoff man, but also still has to wear that albatross across his neck, as being that go-ahead run is paramount for Premier. The longer this game goes on, the more likely we're going to see one slight miscue give the lead to one of these two teams. But I would say this game a lot more low scoring than expected. I think a lot of people expected Premier to run away with this one, get a couple of runs on the board early, and just keep building from there. But the BHM Buckeyes have done a good job to keep their offense at bay for the most part, while still having their, so to speak, ace in Pozo in the bullpen, and right now in the dugout, as I would assume they're saving him for later on in the tournament, maybe even later today. Pops up and out of play. 2-1 the count. As you can see, a different vantage point today. Usually we are in the box here at Tri-C, just due to a couple of factors, unable to get in there today. 2-1 count. The pitch. Runner will go. The throw down to 2 is wide left, not in time. And that's Rosher using his speed on the base path, able to put himself in scoring position. Like I said, after he walked, his job far from done this inning. Dowell can still draw a walk here, 3-1 count. The pitch, upstairs, and that will be ball 4. Second walk in a row this inning, still nobody out, 2-1 for Landon Briggs. Briggs popped out to Michalski behind the dish in his lone plate appearance so far. In the meantime, time called by Michalski. He will talk things over with Reddick on the mound. Or excuse me, Rustic on the mound. But right now for the BHM Buckeyes, the goal is to keep Premier's offense at bay, which they've been able to do a couple of times. But with so much talent on this roster, at some point, something is ought to give. It was the other Briggs in Lincoln tying the game up. Landon has a chance to put Premier on top. First pitch missing upstairs for ball 1. And if you are Premier, getting this win is big as you have a really tough task ahead with the RBI Guardians, a potential favorite in this tournament. Weak rounder, 2 seconds. The throw to 1 is just in time for out number 1. But that will keep the 2 lead runners on. You take that forcer out at first. I like that move by the second baseman, but having the 2 lead runners stay on is really tough for the Buckeyes. They wanted to find that breakthrough, get somebody off the bases. Now time being called. This could do it for Rustic, but this also could be a simple talking to by his manager. Either way, you wouldn't be surprised. It's a tough spot to be in. At one point, you want to try and let him work out of this. 1 down, you have that out in hand, but you have the go-ahead and an insurance run in scoring position for Premier. It appears he will stay in. I believe that is the right call for the time being. If those 2 runs do score, I think then the call to the bullpen will be made. But for now, I think you trust the arm that kept you in the lead and kept this game as tight as it has been up until now. And that is what they will do. Gavin Trush steps in. He had that big double last inning, back in, trying to repeat the feat for Premier's offense. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. And we could see the bases load once again. Honestly, if the bases load here, that would not be the worst case scenario for BHM. You have the double play ball put in effect, and you have the powerful swing of Trush minimized. Like that powerful swing, it is going to fall in left center field. They will send the second runner. Premier up 2-1, now up 3-1. Gavin Trush, a powerful swing, 2 for 2 on the day. Now 2 RBIs. Premier finally finds their big offensive breakthrough. Tied at last inning, and finally, at long last, they are able to take their first lead of the day. That is just the unfortunate nature of things. Like I said moments before that, if you walk them, you put the double play ball in effect, and as well, you minimize that powerful swing. And he makes sure to take every bit of power that he can with it. And now he serves as extra insurance for the top of the order. Mottl looking to get redemption, over 2 on the day so far. Oh, 1 count and time called. Rustic kind of stepping off to keep a close eye on Trush. The pitch. Ground ball picked up at third. No, it is through. Just going into left field, just under the outstretched glove of Hoffman. That'll put runners at the corners, still 1 down. Tough break for the defense of the BHM Buckeyes. And now that will bring up Hubble. And it sounds like they're going to score that one as a hit. Either error or E5. Still the same result on the bases. Corners for Hubble. Hubble was able to draw a walk in his last plate appearance. That will be big as Lincoln Briggs steps in next. Runner goes, and he will try and take the frame opposed to try and get the runner going to second base. On the indifference, that puts 2 runners in scoring position. But this could be the big inning that we expected from Premier from the get-go. That pitch sailing upstairs for ball 2. But if the bases are loaded for Lincoln Briggs, look out. And I think Briggs would definitely love that opportunity. Even if it's still 2 on because he gets an RBI single here, he would take that. His Premier side just looking for a way to do some more damage, put this one to bed early. And after that tough start, a couple of errors, it was going to take a lot for them to regather, but credit to them. They have really put that in the back of their mind, and they have focused on the task at hand very nicely. That pitch fouled into the backstop, now 2-2. And you see Briggs picking up that foul ball on your screen. He'll get back to his warm-ups in the meantime. 2-2 count on the lefty Hubble. Hubble fouls that one away this time, off to the left and out of play. And if the bases load, I kind of expect to see Rustic taken out of this game or at least moved off of the mound. He could stay in for a little bit longer, but I kind of think this would be the breaking point. The 2-2 once again fouled. And this time it's going into the street. Actually, 2-2 count. Good battle by Hubble in the box. A couple of good foul balls. We've seen it a lot, especially at this field with Tri-C. A couple of foul balls. If you straighten it out, good things are bound to happen. Rustic tries again, the 2-2. Down low, blocked for ball 3, and we are full. The lone out of this inning was Landon Briggs as he grounded out to second. But that was not in vain as it put 2 runners in scoring position. The payoff pitch chopped off the catcher, Michalski. And it looked like that pitch may have missed low, but still on a potential frame, potential stick that could have been strike 3. It's in a protection zone. Not a pitch you take in that scenario, especially with 2 more runners ready to come home. The payoff once again. Chopped foul down the right side. At least 4 foul balls in the past, I believe 5 pitches. Maybe more in this whole at-bat. I believe maybe 6 or 7. Just a whole host of foul balls hit by Hubble. One of the longest, if not the longest at-bat of the game. The payoff pitch, you guessed it, it's fouled. And it looks like that trend will continue, at least for the time being. And if you are Alex Hubble, you would feel really hard done by not to be rewarded with either an RBI or first base here. And time called. And Rustic, if he stays in any longer, I kind of think his tournament on the mound will be done, given the pitch count. Payoff once more. It is hit into left center field. It will score 1 run, and that is a big run that will score, make it 4-1, and at long last, Hubble finally rewarded for his battle. Like I said, if he didn't get first or an RBI, that would be really hard to swallow for Hubble. In the end, he gets both. It is now 4-1 Premier, and the call to the bullpen will be made by the BHM Buckeyes. Runners at the corners, bottom of the 4th inning, 1 down. Premier Ohio finally where they want to be, up by 3 on the Buckeyes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. As expected, it is the ace of the BHM Buckeyes, Mason Pozo, now on to throw in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pozo, what an excellent senior year at Riverside. 1.22 ERA, 8-0 record, 14 appearances, 1 save, 46 innings, 34 hits allowed, 25 runs, only 8 earned runs, 17 walks surrendered, and 49 punch-outs. We saw him last year in the OPL championship game. When Pozo is on the mound, the BHM Buckeyes have their best chance to win. And he will look to silence the offense of Premier down the stretch in the bottom of the fourth inning. Run number 5 still 90 feet away. Number 6 on the base path. And number 7 in the box in Lincoln Briggs. Briggs had an RBI single to tie up the game in his last at-bat. All of a sudden, he takes a hiatus, comes back, and instead of tying up the game, he has a chance to put yet another run on the board, but that would be run number 5. The Premier offense has definitely woken up during their second and now third go-around. First pitch runs inside to Briggs, but a good challenging offering from Pozo. I think we're going to see him explore the whole zone a lot more than we did see from Rustic. I think he's going to be a lot more aggressive here as down by 3, there's not much to lose. Runner goes, pitch upstairs, and they will allow the indifference. 2-0 count, 2 in scoring position for Premier. And Lincoln Briggs a chance to bring both in. If this offense can continue to play like this, they are definitely close to a run rule. Still a lot of runs to get there. But overall, they're starting to make their way to it. I believe it's 15 runs after 3, 12 after 4, 10 after 5, and 8 after 6. Still in the bottom of the fourth. The rest of this frame still can change. 3-0 upstairs. It's a 4-pitch walk to Briggs, and the bases are loaded. Litherland will step back in. 0 for 2 on the day, but he did have a nice cut in his last at-bat that did go foul. If he can straighten that one out, at least 2 will most likely score, maybe 3, depending on where in the park he puts it. And this can be a statement at bat for Litherland. First pitch down low for ball 1. After Aiden, it goes to Braden Smeagol. Infield normal depth as expected for the Buckeyes. The 1-0 in there for strike 1. Good breaking ball action by Pozo, going left to right from our vantage point, right to left from his. The 1-1 down low. Good block behind the dish by Michalski. Ball 2 nonetheless. Pozo still trying to establish the zone. I said he could be a lot riskier than Rustic was, and so far he has been. But finding locations right around the zone, he has not been able to locate that quite yet. A good pop by Litherland into right field, and it will clear everybody. 1 run will score. They send number 2. Litherland is into second base where he will hold up. It's a 2 RBI double for the former namer turned Titan. How about that from Aiden Litherland? A beautiful crack, just beating everybody in the outfield. Make it 6-1 Premier. When I played with Aiden a number of years ago, we got to see this a few times from him. Whenever he was able to drive the ball into the outfield, look out, he had a head full of steam on the base path, and he was not going to stop unless either Coach Zagel or Coach Healy told him to, which happened a lot, but sometimes still going through it. This time, it works out perfectly for Premier, making it 6-1. And now that brings up Smeagol. And just tough from this angle to see how far back the ball is going to go. Usually in the box, you have that bird's eye view. Down here, you just have a perfect look of the zone of where it's missing, up, low, and out. That's kind of the trade-off with being down here and these angles. Both are good, but for different reasons. 2-0 count on Smeagol. Still 2 more runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss, now 2-1. And I think Premier's bats are starting to get a more aggressive approach. And you really cannot fault them. Now up by 5. Get as many runs as you can on the board. Swing and a miss, now 2-2. Or excuse me, that's going to be strike 3. And that is out number 2. Strikeout number 1 by Pozo. Cole Rosher will step back in. He began the inning a long while ago with a leadoff walk. He ended up becoming the go-ahead run a long while ago. First pitch, going to miss for ball 1. But Premier, either way, 5 runs this frame, the difference as of right now. Going to miss just off the plate for ball 2. If Rosher is able to reach, we will see Doel for the second time this inning. Pozo taking time, sets and delivers. Beautiful break in for strike 1. On his off-speed pitches, he has had a lot of good success so far today. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Back-to-back off-speed from Pozo. I think we see it one more time here. That has been the most deadly of his pitches that we've seen, albeit in a smaller sample size. 2-2 count, the pitch. Good ground ball, and it will be through. That will bring in 2 runs. Make it 8-1 Premier. It's a 2 RBI single for Rosher. Third time he has reached today. 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 RBIs. A very deadly performance from him. Now a 7-run lead on hand for Premier. And more importantly, that brings in those final 2 runners stranded in scoring position. You won't strand those runners now. Premier all the way around, an explosive inning, 7 runs. I think by pretty much every stretch of the definition of taking it, they will. And now they have a chance to put another runner in scoring position, and they will. A wild throw back to the bag at 1, gifts third base to Rosher. Some corner-to-corner action for the base runners of Premier. And once again, Premier just taking everything they can from the Buckeyes. And that is not a bad spot for them to be in. First pitch breaks in for strike 1. In the top of the 5th inning for BHM, it's the top of their order. Good take, 1-1. You can tell Doel wanted to unleash, does the right thing in the end, sees it down low, and he will now have a 1-1 count to work with. In the meantime, Michalski will take time to go and talk to Pozo on the mound. Stay with us later on today at 1 o'clock as Premier will look to either A, split the day, or B, go 2 for 0 this afternoon as they take on the RBI Guardians. First pitch anticipated at 1 p.m. Most likely, if we get a run rule in this game, it will start on time. If not, I expect it to maybe start between 1:15 and 1:30. Bringing in the runner at third would enforce the run rule after 6. They still need a few more runs to get it here. Ground ball chopped to third, and it will bounce in the infield. The shortstop backs it up, and the play is made at 1 to retire the side. The run will not score. Beautiful backup up the gut by BHM. That is Reinberger taking it off of Huffman, and that is just heads-up defense all the way around. Otherwise, the score right now is 9-1, but because of that heads-up play, as you see on your screen, it stays 8-1. But either way, Premier gets the last laugh. 7-run score in the bottom of the 4th inning. It is Relic now on to pitch for Premier Relic. 4 down, Premier up by 7. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. As expected, it is Brooks Relic on to throw for Premier in the top of the 5th inning. A 1-year score. If Premier can silence the BHM offense one more time, 3 runs is all it takes to end the game in the bottom of the 5th inning. And I think, especially with them having to play another game today, that would be a welcomed and pretty much desired result. First pitch of the day by Relic beautifully goes into the zone for strike 1. Based on that offering, albeit an off-speed, Relic, it appears, a slower pitcher all the way around in comparison to Kaplinger, which definitely can mess with this BHM offense. Sometimes the best way to bring in a relief pitcher is to use your speed early, bring on a slower hitter later, and then let the defense do the work. Just like here, it's a beautiful throw across the diamond for out number 1. Smeagol, it's an excellent charge from him. Yet another great play over at third. Not the first time he has had to charge a ball today. And once again, he gets the desired result. And as I mentioned, we're going to see a lot of that probably as long as Relics is on the mound. You want to see the slower pitching combined with the faster from before, but a lot of time that brings up a lot of weak contact, and the infield just has to be ready. And so far, Relic doing a good job getting a couple of good strikes on some takes. The pitch, lobs in, and it will stay in the infield. Smeagol knocks it down. The throw is in time. What a relay for out number 2. Just kind of hung up in the air, able to bat it down, and I couldn't tell if it was Trush or Smeagol getting the actual throw across. I think it was Trush picking it up. Either way, excellent work by Smeagol knocking that ball down. Based on the way it was hit, that was destined for the outfield, but destiny will have to wait. Ground ball, this time it will sneak through. No heroics. They could have had a potential play at 1, but I think even if it was a perfect throw right on the money, it wouldn't have been in time. It's a 2-out single for Keogh. Pat Keogh now 2 for 2 on the day. And on top of that, he has walked. So he has reached safely all 3 times he has stepped in. Now Logan Rustick, the pitcher, now I believe in the field, will step in. Either way, he will stay true to his spot in the order. Pozo will not hit. Lobbed in, pops up shallowly into right, but caught to retire the side. Lincoln Briggs able to come in and track that one down. The slow pitching works for Premier. Relic able to get the side retired while facing 4 batters. A couple of good plays defensively, especially on that left side, prevents any damage by BHM. If Premier's offense can plate 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, we will be done with game number 1. 8-1 the score, middle of 5 at Ron Mottl Field.
At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to our whole lineup of sponsors, the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, CrossFit Strongsville, Ledgewood Barbershop, and Seidel's Barbershop for sponsoring today's broadcast. Thank you as well to Ledgewood Barbershop for being our broadcast presenter of game number 1, and to CrossFit Strongsville for being our player of the game sponsor for game number 1. New arm on the mound for the BHM Buckeyes as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. It is going to be Brady Cole wearing number 2 now on his task. Keep Premier under 2 runs in this frame. They are very close to inducing the run rule after the 6th inning, but they could get it done an inning early if they are able to plate 3 runs this frame. Once again, 15 runs after 3, 12 after 4, 10 after 5. Right now it's a 7-run lead for Premier, 8 after 6. First pitch to Briggs upstairs for ball 1. And I think it was the right decision by the Buckeyes to take Pozo out. Maybe 2/3 of an inning thrown. You don't want to use that arm in a game that has really gotten out of hand. Really a victory for the Buckeyes right now to keep this game going into the 7th inning, which might be an uphill battle for now. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Just as it was with Kaplinger and Relic, you now see a slower pitcher than Pozo, and the Premier lineup still trying here to adjust. The 1-2, swing and a miss. It's 1 batter and 1 strikeout for Brady Cole. Perfect combination on the mound, and that is really what can happen when you bring in a lot slower of a pitcher in comparison to your prior. It gets the whole offense thinking too far ahead. When the offense is thinking that far ahead, you can easily get the ball by, whether it be via as fast as you can go or by more of an ephus approach. Trush now steps in, 2 for 2 on the day already. First pitch sailing upstairs for ball 1. Definitely a hot day here at Tri-C. Not as hot as yesterday, as I believe we were around 80 to 85 with the sun beating down on us over at Art Murray Field on the campus of the College of Worcester. A very hot game yesterday. The sun eventually did start to set by the end of that contest. A very good win, 13-4 in favor of the Wayne Baseball Club in that one. On the 2-0, strike one taken. But Trush definitely in the running for player of the game. 2-1 count, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And if Cole can continue to pitch like this, we might see that 7th inning. It also depends on how long the Buckeyes want to keep him in this game. 2-2 count, the pitch. Ground ball chopped to second base. It's going to be a tough play to make. The throw to one is just in time for out number 2. Good hustle down the line by Trush, but a good throw over at second base, enough to retire him. I believe that is Keogh now at second. It looked like he flipped from being at first. But 2 up, 2 down to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Mottl stepping back in. Mottl takes up and in for ball 1. Close to that corner, but Cole just unable to bring it in enough. But so far, Cole kind of cruising here on the mound, throwing a lot of good, challenging, and close pitches. Very impressed with what I've seen from him so far. He can definitely become an impact guy in other tournaments or even in OPL play for this squad. Right now, just losing control. Still on that inside, just missing too high on the first couple, or maybe a titch inside. That time missing too far down. The 3-0. Chopped foul. And I think we're going to see an oppressive approach from Premier. They want that aggression. They want those runs now, especially with another game to play after this. However long off you can get extra, you will take. The pitch, chopped left side, a long-ranging throw to make. The throw will airmail over to the right side. That should be enough to bring the runner to second base. The play will not be in time, as it will just be thrown right back to the pitcher. Good hustle down the line after a good hit ball by Mottl. And now if Premier can score that run, the Buckeyes would be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 6th inning. That has to be the new goal. Obviously, they wanted to get it done here, but if they can get it done at the top of the 6th, that will still do. I believe today in other rounds we have seen a couple of run rules, a couple of big wins across the board, but a couple of also closer games than expected. This one early on appeared to be one of those, but by now it has really established itself as Premier's game. And that is what we expected from the beginning. Game 2, maybe not so much. The Guardians, a lot of power in their lineup. They have a good chance to win that one, but if Premier can play like they did down the stretch in this contest, they have a good case to make to end the day 2-0. And that would be best case scenario, as take one of your last 2 and you should be in the final round. 3-0 count, the pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. 2 on now for Lincoln Briggs. It looks like yet another instance where the Premier offense able to get rolling with 2 down. Briggs stands in as the run rule inducing runner. But still a long way to go from the box all the way back. Ground ball, weakly hit in the infield. You could have the force at 2. Instead, they take it to 1, and it will airmail. Run number 9 will score. Number 10 trots to third, and the run rule inducing run into second. And it looks like they are going to call it there. So 9-1 will be your final. Initially, the run rule was supposed to be 10 after 5, but I think due to it being pool play, it has moved up a titch, and that will do it for this contest. One final commercial break, then we will be back on to announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. At Seidel's Barbershop, our dedicated team of expert barbers is committed to delivering exceptional service without breaking the bank. With meticulous attention to detail, we strive to achieve the perfect haircut tailored to your preferences. Visit us today at 982 North Court Street in Medina or call us at 330-952-0777. Seidel's Barbershop, your premier destination for a top-notch grooming experience. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. (9-1) the final Premier, getting the run rule victory over the BHM Buckeyes after a tough start offensively. The Bats finally got rolling in the bottom of the third inning where Lincoln Briggs was able to tie up the game. Then a whole host of runs scored in the bottom of the fourth, bottom of the fifth. The finishing touches were put on. A wild throw to one brought the run rule inducing run home, and that is where we stand now. Your player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. It goes to one of the biggest spark players offensively today for Premier, who had a pair of hits in this contest. It is the starting shortstop, Gavin Trush, as he was able to have a couple of good hits. I believe a double and a single to his name that really helped propel this Premier offense to the next level. But a lot of good players all the way around. This is what we expected from Premier, a dominant win, one that they could use as momentum heading into game number 2 of the day, which as of now is scheduled to now start at 12:45. So 15 minutes early, that game will get rolling. So we will cut things short here and get ready for game number 2. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. But that'll do it for game number 1. Premier gets the run rule victory over the BHM Buckeyes. I am Nathan Smee saying so long for now from Ron Mottl Field. This has been the 2025 Midwest Challenge on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop in partnership with the 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge.